Hey there guys, thanks for joining us on another battle report. Today we're having a little game of 40k. I have with me Mr. John Batchelor.
Hello.
He's a 40k aficionado.
I'm really not.
Alright, so as you may know, 40k is, we're just playing a 75 power level game. I'm using my guard. And what are you using, John?
You're about to find out. These
All right.
dice are going to turn into something.
Alright, so what scenario are we playing?
Right, so we're doing a narrative mission and we're playing the ambush scenario, which is in there. Crucible of War. So the premise of this game, from a narrative perspective, is Jason's force, the 501st Atraxian. They're rolling out, they're on this planet, they're at their forward base. They've had a call, something funny's going on in the town. So they're sending a patrol out. The scenario in itself, Jason sets up in a column there, which you can see most probably.
Yes, you can see.
There's not a lot of option for him deployment-wise. And the scenario is he has to get as many power points off the board as possible.
All the way across to there.
So he starts halfway onto the board, so he's got 3 foot of terrain to traverse and get his units off. Each unit that's off the board, taken off the board, even if it's just a single model from a battered unit, he will get the full power in his little stash of escaped bods. And if he gets a third of his force off, which in this instance is going to be, what, 25 power, then he wins outright. That's it. He's done. If he doesn't, I win outright. That's it. It's done.
So I was tempted to take a load of dudes in Valkyries. Just fly them
what?
off.
It actually says in the setup, it's best to be played with foot sloggers. So they almost deter you from that, from a narrative perspective.
I've actually chosen my force to fit the theme, if you like.
Yeah, you've got your forward units, you've got your chimeras transporting all the boss snobs and the inspectors.
We'll go over what I have in a minute, and then we'll see John's as it appears.
I mean,
because
technically, it should be on the board, but it uses a concealed deployment, which is normally used for the defender, but in this scenario, it's for the attacker. So the coloured dice that you see around the map, other than Jason's deployment zone, there's a couple there, a
there's
unit
one
there,
there,
and there's a couple of other ones over there.
a couple over there.
So I've got 14 units, which are represented by dice on the table. You're meant to put a number with them and mark them down, but I'm sure Jason trusts me. Not.
Trust.
Trust. So I know what I've got there to do the ambush. Random game length, but I can't see it getting that far. 5 turns plus.
So what's the scenario called? Ambush or
It's
breakthrough?
just literally called ambush.
Alright.
So yeah, and we're going to beat each other up.
Alright, so let's go over my force quickly. I have, as John said, the Atraxian 501, and we're coming out of base numero uno con polo. Right, so my force is pretty simple. I've got a command squad over there. They've got a rocket launcher, standard bearer, Foxcaster, and next to them is a Psyker.
Plus your commander in there.
Plus
Jason, unfortunately, is stuck in a previous edition. So therefore, his commanders are still in the command squads.
Yes. I was just asking John a few minutes ago. It's like, isn't this game a little easy for me? Because I can just tank shock off the board.
That's like, nah.
It's like we haven't tank shocked in ages. Right, so I've got a command squad down there. Then I've got an infantry squad over here. Rocket launcher, grenade launcher. I've got 2 armoured sentinels. They're individual units, so they're not together. They both got what they're armed with. And then I've got another infantry squad down at the bottom there. Same as this one. And then I've got a chimera over here that has a platoon command with plasma guns. This one here is a veteran squad with melter guns. Then 2 Lehman Russ tanks, Hellhound. And at the back there is another chimera with a stormtrooper squad. And if just for interest's sake, if you want to see what they look like, they're over here.
There they are.
Sitting ready to come on. And these are my command points, or whatever. I've got 8 of them. And that is pretty much my army. So, as John said, I've got to get across there, off the board. 25 points is my objective.
Jason's rocking a battalion detachment, which has been increased recently due to their little FAQ thing. So he's got 5 standard plus his 3 for being battle forged. So he's rolling with 8 command points, which we most probably will forget to use for other than, you know, a reroll.
Yeah.
But there are a few stratagems available to us well, I'm not going to go through the exact rules, but I've got Night Raider, so I can extend the Dawn Raid rule. Spectrum Enhancement War Gear, so I can ignore it, which is silly, and a preliminary bombardment. Jason can do stuff like, which is really weird, for 1 CP, he can try and snatch the first turn from me, which I'm sure he's going to do because he loves going first. Return Fire and Iron Discipline, which do various other things. Anyways, I should get my models on the board and go for first turn. Unless, Jason, are you going to use one of your command points to try and steal on a roll of a 6?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so 1 CP down. Down to 7.
Alright, let's see. I am going to say...
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
This is going to be an easy steal for me. Sweet.
So 1 dice on roll of a 6. This is called the Tables Turned.
6 it is.
Oh my god! So Jason gets first turn.
I told you, man.
I can't believe that. I best get my models on the board then.
Right, we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we haven't started yet. We're just
We're working on it.
Yeah. So we got John's forces set up, and he's going to do his preliminary bombardment.
Right, yes, I'm going to spend 3 of my command points.
So he's playing Genestealer Cult / Astra Militarum. So he's got infantry over here. He's got some rocket launchers.
Magus.
And that's mine.
Tank.
Oh yeah. What's
there? This is a Eradicator, I think.
And then you got a horde of Genestealers and a
Unit 15 and the Patriarch. Another 2 units of penal legions with Mario.
Mario. Yeah. Look, I'm going to see if I can zoom into Mario.
It's me, a Mario. Yeah. It's a squat.
Okay. And then what's in
That's
the
a Valkyrie with a melter gun, 2 melter gun.
Is it a veteran squad?
Veteran squad, yeah.
Oh.
Punisher tank. Then we've got another infantry squad with the Primaris Psyker.
Okay.
That's it.
That's your 75 power.
75 power.
Wow.
Yeah. You got a lot of tanks.
Well, you got Genestealers.
Yeah, but they die.
So I've got first turn, as you saw by that roll.
You stole it.
So John's to spend 3 CPs.
I have to, so I'm down to 5.
To do a bombardment. How does that work?
Right, so I'm going to roll a dice for each of your units.
Okay.
And on roll of a 6, they get hit. And it is quite potent. Because they will do a d6 mortal wounds.
Mortar wounds or mortal?
Mortal. You've also got an option for infantry anyways. You can go to ground, in which case you'll only take d3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
But you can't take any actions during your first turn.
Where do you want to start?
Start off with the Sentinel. And this Sentinel. No, this is, I'm already feeling this is a nice waste of points. The infantry squad down the side. This infantry squad. No, these are your dice. They're meant to roll high. First Chimera.
Only for me.
No, second Chimera. No.
Oh, now the...
Lehman Russ. Next Lehman Russ.
No.
Oh, come on! Flame Tank.
No. Chimera.
Last Chimera. No. Command Squad. Yes. And the Commander.
And there's a Psyker as well.
And the Primary Psyker. No. So the Command Squad takes d6 mortal wounds unless you go to ground.
I will go to ground with them.
So you take d3 mortal wounds. A whole 2.
So that's 2 guys dead.
2 guys cut split.
I'll take out the rocket launcher. Actually, does that count as 1 wound?
That's 1. No, it's 1 mortal wound. So that's it. Your missile launcher and his loader is 2 wounds.
So they are dead.
You've taken your comlink out.
Have I? Oh. So
wow.
That wasn't much of a bombardment, I've got to admit.
No, it's more like something fell out of the sky and hit a dude on the head.
It's like a meteorite.
Right. Now it's going to move on to your turn, because you get first turn, because you stole it.
Alright. So, we'll do some more filming of live turns, but I'm going to do my first turn first and then come back to you. Alright, so getting back into the swing of things, the Imperial Guard pushed forward hard. I obviously won first turn. Sentinel moved out here. That Sentinel moved over there. Chimera is pushed up into the center here. Guard moved out this way. Flame tank left the confines of the column to push out this way. Lehman Russ has just pushed up a little bit. So everything's just moved up, basically. No fancy maneuvers here. My psychic is all the way at the back there, so no psychic phase. My command phase was also nothing. And then on to the shooting. So shooting phase was a little bit better. Obviously, as I caught the assault force on the hop, flame tank moved over here and put 5 wounds with the flame cannon on these Imperial Guard squad over here. And they need to take a morale test.
They do. So it's D6 plus the... Oh dear.
So that's 11.
So that's 11.
Oh no, yeah, 11.
Leadership is only 7 with the sergeant.
So 4 more wounds.
4 more wounds. So let's take the... one on the weapons team and the 3 others.
Okay. So those guys are all dead.
That's
so
horrible.
We're left with just the bazooka guy left there. 3 more. That squad's taken a beating. I fired over here with the autocannon. I actually got a hit, rolled a 1 to wound, and then I thought, you know what? This would take out a whole base, so I'll re-roll it and then roll the 1 anyway.
It's true, yeah.
So that was nothing. These guys, their las guns actually took out one of these guardsmen over here. The rocket launchers fired at the tank and got a hit, but John saved it. Then the plasma cannon over here fired on the tank as well. I overcharged, I rolled a 1 to wound, and it blew itself up. And also didn't fail to wound the tank as well, so that was quite annoying. So at this point, this is where I started moving across like that, and at this point, shooting phase didn't look so great. 5 guardsmen is not anything to get joyous about. But then over here on this hill, there's a big Penal Legion squad up here with loads of infantry on, and they took a lot of firepower. They took a load of multi-lasers, heavy bolters, battle cannons. I put a lot of firepower into them.
And that's pretty good going considering it's night fight. Most of the heavy weapons are -1 as well, so he was on 6s to hit.
Yes.
I've got the benefit of cover as well. Just absolutely
poured them unit.
On. So what's this? This is a dice roll with a -7.
Put you on 9.
Sorry. +7, yeah. So that's 2 wins, is it not?
Yeah. Unless they got a...
Well, that's it. I've already taken 8 wins, so that's the unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
So that section on the hill has taken a pounding. Yeah, so that was a lot of firepower their way. I also fired onto that unit in the corner down there. Pointed at John. But very ineffectual. This guard squad over there and the multi-laser from these guys over here fired on them. I only took 1 casualty. What are they going to do, John?
Not a lot. I don't think I can fail it, even if I roll a 6.
4, yeah. And then finally, multi-laser and melter guns from my plasma tank, or the Eradicator. Put 7 wounds on John's...
This Executioner.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Because it's magical now in 8th edition. He could draw a line of sight from that track and see my tank. So, boom.
And even with cover, I still managed to get through.
You did most of the damage with...
Well, I did all of them with the melter gun.
5 with the melter gun, yeah.
And then 2 more with the... So, oh no, it's only taken 5. Yeah, it's got 7 left.
7 left.
Yeah, so that's pretty decent. I hit with one of the plasma guns, but John saved it because he's jammy Magama. So that's it. That's my turn.
That's a pretty effective turn. Let's face it.
So,
I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to stop you. We could mostly end the game here.
Well, we'll let you do your movement, and then
Valhallan though.
And then we'll come back to you with your shooting phase.
Indeed. Okey-dokey.
Alright, the Genestealer Militarum have finished their movements. Those guardsmen over there have moved up, and we've got a new guardsman squad teleporting at the back there, or walked onto the board.
They walked on.
The tank has moved up around the bushes. The Valkyrie over here has pooped out some veterans. One of them fell to their death.
I think his name was Orlando Bloom.
And that is pretty much it. The Genestealers tried to advance and then realised that climbing up a hill is a lot harder than they expected.
They didn't quite make it, so they fanned out.
John rolled a 1 and then used the command point to re-roll it. And guess what? You rolled a 1 again.
I'm down to 2 command points.
And it's only your first turn.
Yes. Well, I used 3 on a bombardment, which was really successful.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Did we mention the bombardment? I'm not sure we did.
I think we.
Oh, we did it. We did it on live. We did it on camera.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
See, these games are so slow we can't even remember.
It's only because I still don't know what I'm doing. Right. Psychic phase.
Yeah. So the Magus over here, is that what he's called? The Magus?
Yeah, Magus.
He has moved up like that.
He's got some spells.
And he's going to try
I'm just going to try and smite the nearest unit, which happens to be
a Sentinel.
the Sentinel. He'll give it a go. Cast on an 8, so that is successful.
My side goes nowhere near
Don't
24.
think you can do anything. No. So it's D3.
Is that a 1?
1. Single wound on your dude. Mortal wound. Then a similar thing over here. The Primaris Psyker is going to cast Smite, which has to go onto your nearest target, so it has to be your infantry squad.
Oh, 3.
Failed. So that is that. He has got another thing as well, but
You got any orders you want to do?
remember orders. Who I forgot, the commander dude is now on. There's not really anything I can think of, especially as all the orders are over there with you.
Would you like them?
Go on then. It's gonna make the boys take aim.
Okay.
So they reroll 1s. So he'll do that, and he will also. Let's maybe do forwards for the Emperor, which I can't do because I'm not in range and they haven't got a Vox. So let's not do that. So just that, reroll 1s.
Alright. On to shooting.
Shoot first, dude.
Right, he's firing missile into there.
Cracks, so it's normally 4s, night fighting 5s.
Nice.
Yes. Those 3 over there are going to try and... Actually, I think they're going to try and pop this.
Okay, they're going for the Chimera behind the rocks over there. Across the pipeline.
Oh, cocked. Nope.
333.
Wow. That's really good. 2 melter guns into this Chimera here.
Okay.
What is going on?
That makes 5 combined.
That doesn't count. I might as well do the las guns as well. This is going to do nothing. All in rapid fire range. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
What are you on? 5.
These are normally on 3s because they're veterans.
So 4s for night fighting.
Oh, watch out! Here we come. What has happened?
A whole 3.
Strength 3, toughness lots more. It's going to be 5s at least.
I see 2.
Oh no, it would be double.
Yeah.
Yours is double, so it's 6's wounds.
Oh.
Wow, nothing there then. Moving on, let's do a tank. Yeah, let's do this tank.
Okay. What's he going after?
He's going to fire his main cannon into... Oh, I feel like I should do a tank of some description. Right.
So, the Eradicated Cannon, which is going twice into that Chimera at the top there. And the Heavy Bolter into the squad over here.
Alright, let's do that then. I'll do the heavy bolters first.
Okay.
There's 3 of them.
Whoa. So 9
whole
shots. Is that on 5s?
That is on, yeah, because the night fight. Slightly better, but still pretty bad. Strength 5, toughness 3. 3 is the wound. That is 4 wounds with a negative of 1, but you get +1 for being in that and obscured and all that malarkey. Save none of them. No, you save none of them. -1 +1, so it's a straight roll. 4 down.
Can I take any 4?
Yep, your choice. So it would be 4 grunts. Okay, and then the main cannon. It's going to fire at this lead Chimera. Eradicate and Nova Cannon, not the best. It's D6 per shot, because it didn't move very far. It gets a fire twice, because it's awesome. So that's 7.
7 shots on 5s. Is that 4s normally, 5s for...
Yeah. Range is good. Nice to get some.
I see 2 at least.
Hits. Oh, that's shocking.
Is it what strength is
2
it?
hits. It's only strength 6 against your toughness of 7. As I say, my tanks are more anti-personnel, but hey ho.
Mine are all hedgehogged.
So this is 5s to wound. No,
that's
not
a 3 and a 2.
So that's him done. This is going to fire. I think it's going to do its rocket pods at these infantry. This is hovering, by the way.
Okay.
And it will do its las cannon at your sentinel.
Okay.
Just because. So I'll roll to hit your sentinel. That's a miss.
That's a lot of 3s you've
Yeah,
rolled.
I know, right? Let's give them a bit of a juju mix. Woo! And then the multiple rocket pods, of which it's armed with 2, is going to fire into that infantry squad. So each one is a heavy D6. Oh no, it's assault D6. That's good to know.
That's 10.
10.
Can you still go to ground?
No.
Go to ground, go to ground. You can come in.
36 inch range, strength 5, -1, 1 damage. So it's 4s becoming 5s. Because it's an assault weapon, I don't get -1 to hit.
Right, so what's that? 4 wounds from the rocket
4
pod.
whole wounds on this infantry squad.
So what's my saves for that? 5 up?
You're going to have 5s up standard. It's actually a -1, so 6
6s.
save.
4 saves of 6 coming up.
4
No.
down. Normal dudes.
Yeah, just bring them to the dead pile. There's their corpses. Those wound markers, I know a few people have asked me where the wound markers are from.
Didn't you get some more the other
Yeah,
day?
so I'll show you guys while we're talking about it. Where's one? These are the ones from Fat Cat Gaming. I'll put a link in the description below. And these are what they look like. You can get them in any different colours. They come in a few different shapes. These are newer ones. The older ones, I can't remember where I got these from, but I know Steve can make these newer ones. So if you're interested, go follow the link to his Facebook page. Or wherever the hell the link will take you to.
Hopefully it will be the site at least. Who knows, eh? Right, what else have I got? That's all of that done, and I've barely touched you.
Well, you've killed some infantry. Good on you.
This unit up here,
Yeah.
rocket's going to go into here. I think everything else is going to have to go into it as well.
Okay.
Or what can see, which is hardly worth doing. So rocket
That's a
hits
hit.
you. It is 3s to wound.
That's
It's
a
a
wound.
wound. And it is a -2 to your save. So 5s.
Nope.
Nope. And that's D6 wounds on you.
Comes out 1.
3.
Oh, 3.
Take it.
Ooh.
I'm not even going to bother. Oh, no, I will. Oh, Asgun.
That's
He
a hit.
hits 6s.
That's
No,
a miss.
Right, there you go. And the rest of the kaput. I rerolled 1s, didn't I? But I hit. Over here, Punisher.
Where's that going? Is he going to take out the rest of the squad?
Ooh, I think everything is going to go into that. I think I'm going to have to do that.
You're going to regret blowing that up, man. I'm
Well,
telling you.
I know. But I've got to try and do something to stop you.
Alright, go for it.
20 shots times 2.
What is a Punisher cannon these days? Is it a
Pretty
assault
crap.
weapon or
It's a heavy
20?
20, which is quite important because I did move slightly. Yeah, heavy 20.
Does that mean you can make
-1
it
for the
40?
night fight? I get 40 shots. But
Jeez.
it's 6s to hit. It's normally 4s, 5s for the dawn raid, and 6s because I moved, and it's a heavy weapon.
Fair enough.
Oh
But-
no, because that's the whole thing of the special rule.
Yeah.
It doesn't get a -1. Hooray! So 5s.
How many is that? How many shots are you shooting there? Is
This
that
is
10?
20.
Oh, is it 20? So you gotta do that
2,
twice.
3, 4, 5. I think that's all I'm seeing there. That wasn't a 5. Oh dear. 5 so far. This is not good.
15 misses, man. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see if the second round can be any
5,
better.
6, 7, 8. Oh god. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
I see another one there.
13. Cocked. 13.
So at least got 8 of that second one.
6,
13
8,
out of
9,
40.
10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. I don't know. Is that statistically okay?
Oh, I have no idea.
Here's the thing though. It's strength 5 versus your toughness 7, so it's 5s to win.
Alright. So I reckon 2. Actually, I see another one there. Another 2. That's 5.
5 out of 40. But it's no negative modifier and you have a 3's up save.
That's 2 wounds still.
2 in there. Take it. 6, 9. Then the heavy bolters. These do have the -1 for the moving, so 6 is hit.
I see 1.
1.
I see
5's to wound.
I see dead people.
Nope. That's that tank done. Moving on to this one. Rocket launcher into the side of it. And the las guns that can are going to go into that infantry squad.
Alright.
Rocket launcher, 5s. Hits you.
Hits.
3's to wound. Wounds you. -2 to your save.
Nope.
Gets through and does D6. Oh!
Puts me up to 6.
The flamer's in range. Dubious. No, flamer's not in range. So then the las guns. 7 las guns.
Is this at the infantry?
That's it. Those bad boys over there. Ooh. Ooh. Terrible. 2. 4's to wound. Single wound. 5 saves.
Nope.
Next.
Another one bites the dust.
Eesh. Okay. Then moving on to this unit over here. Let's do a rocket into the back of that. And then the rest of the squad will fire into your infantry.
Okie dokie.
So rocket into that. Hits.
Oh my god, the rocket's on fire.
3's to wound though.
See what I did there?
Wounds. -2 to your save.
Boom.
Saved.
6 to the rescue.
And then the rest of the dudes at 7 normally. 14 because we're within rapid fire range.
How many infantry left? 5 wounds left.
1, 2,
No, my
3,
wound.
4, 5. There's only 5 of them. 6. That's 2 shots down. You have a weapons base and 3.
So it's technically 5 wounds before the squad's dead.
5s.
Ooh, I see a few hits there. There's a 4s.
4's wound.
That's 2.
And then 5 saves.
The bomb! Look at that!
Just absorb.
Men of iron!
I think that's all I've got. Oh no, there is a flamer.
Oh.
It's within 8, D6, 4. Automatically hits. Strength 4, toughness 3. 3 is to do the wound. Oh!
It's got 1.
Single.
Oh, that's got 3 dead.
Take it. No negative modifiers. So it's going to be your con.
Yeah.
I think that's every bit of firing I've got.
Ah, good job, man.
It's not the best.
Let's do some morale test then. So, this squad over here.
D6 plus 4. Leadership 7.
So 10.
Not ideal. 8, 9, 10. 3
3
dead.
more. Bite the dust. Those 2. And grenade launcher. So 3 more there.
And this one's on plus 6.
3.
7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 2 more.
I guess I'll take the
No, it's
sergeant.
not wounds now. It's
Full models.
removed.
So I'll take the sergeant and the grenade launcher. They can bite the dust. Does the sentinel have to take a morale test? Because it took a wound. Or is it only, it's only when you take casualties,
I
isn't
don't
it?
think so. Yes, casualties.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so
So-
I've done a little bit of superficial damage to you.
Yeah, you took out most of my infantry.
Single wound there. That unit's pretty messed up. That unit's pretty messed up, and there's 6 wounds on that out of its 10. So it's got 4 remaining. I have knocked you down a bracket, so that's good.
Doesn't matter, as long as it can drive.
It can drive, but slightly slower.
Alright, well that's
2.
the end of turn 1. Back soon.
Yes, very much so.
Imperial Guard, turn 2. Or Attraction 501, turn 2. And it was quite a devastating turn, I think. Moving wise, these guys all moved up this way. The Chimera with the Scions, or Stormtroopers as I like to call them, have moved up over there. Flame Tank moved over there. The remaining Sentinel moved over there. This Chimera moved up over here. The broken Chimera moved a bit forward. The 2 tanks moved forward, and everything. The 2 rocket launchers stood still for cover, or covering fire at least. Psychic Phase, of course, smite through the gap right over here at this guy over here, but that's not what killed him. What killed him was this Chimera over there with all the fire in the world. Finally took him out. These guys fired onto there, killing quite a number of them as well. In fact, I don't think there was that many. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I fired this tank.
I don't think you needed to.
No, but the Chimera over there and the Sentinel took out these guys. In the assault phase, I tried to charge the Magus, but failed. Over here, obviously that fired on the weapons team. So I wiped out the weapon team, the remaining rocket launcher that was over here. And I also took out all 3 rocket launchers over there. So that's pretty decent. And then some fire from those guys and the battle cannon over there took out all the veterans over there. So that's all the veterans dead. And the Punisher cannon has got 1 wound left, as he got hit by a las cannon from the white tank and did 6 wounds. He was on 7 left.
Rolling really good.
Really high on the wound rolls as well. So he's down to 1 wound. I should have probably tried to finish it off, but I was focusing a little bit down this side. And this tank over here got hit by the plasma cannons, the las cannons, and the melter guns from this tank over here. And he is down to, is that 3 wounds left?
Yeah.
So,
but because on Valhallan tanks, or not Valhallan, but it seemed the better doctrine for it, Penal Legion that is, they count the wounds remaining on tanks as double what they actually are.
okay.
For
the
stats.
Stat, yeah. That's fine. So, there's basically 4 wounds remaining communal on...
Absolutely decimating me. I've got to try and do something.
I remember keeping in mind my objective is obviously to leave the board, but if I wipe out all forces stopping me from doing that...
Just quite happily walk off.
Yeah. Just mow down everything. So there's not a lot of forces left on this side, literally a 3 wound tank. And then we've got this Valkyrie with the missile pods over here, which is really, in my opinion, only really good against infantry. So there's not a lot of infantry left in the open. That tank might be in a bit of trouble, as the Gene Stealers might make it over the hill this turn. There is another squad at the back there. And then they've obviously got the remaining squads and that Punisher tank over there. But I've obviously pushed towards my side of the board. So we'll see what John does on his turn.
Pretty good, see what I can do.
Alright, so the Culto Mechanicus Adeptus stuff.
Gene Stealer, sort of Astra Stealer.
Astra Stealer, I like that. So he's used his command points to bring another infantry squad over here. The Magus is in the little shrubbery, waiting for the Knights of Ni. The Gene Stealers have finally decided to move up. So they've moved up from the back, advanced forward over here. The Patriarch has moved up to the top there. Infantry have swung around up to the top of the base of the rock. And all the infantry on here have moved into the forests. And that's about it. The tank stood still. And he's about to do magic. I mean, psychic.
It's the same.
Alright, what are you doing first?
So I've got a Primaris over here.
Yep.
He's going to do a smite at the closest visible doofer.
Which is my rocket launcher team. So, warp charge 5.
No, he's not. I'm going to use my Psychic Maelstrom.
I don't like
which is like a different one. As a warp charge of 7, if manifested, select an enemy unit within 18 inches as a Psycho, D6 on a 2+ unit suffers a warp wound, and then you keep going with a -1.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose that tank.
Okay. This tank took 3 wounds, by the way, by burning itself.
Oh.
He's failed by 1.
Jeez. Right.
And no command points to reroll the skull.
Points. So that's him done, and the Magus over there. He is going to do a mind control on your thingy pilot, your Sentinel's pilot.
Okay.
So it's cast on a 6.
Okay.
Within 12 inches.
That's a 3. I don't even have to bother. I just watch John fluff his rolls crazily.
Patriarch,
He's a psychic as well.
Yeah, big time. You can only do one of each. You know, smite. And I think he'll just do smite on that.
Okay. That's fast.
Successful. Not the superpower though. So that's D3 straight on you. Ugh. 2. So you're doing wounds taken, aren't you?
So he's
8.
8.
2 left. That's all my psychics.
Alright.
Shooty phase.
You've got orders to do if you want.
Orders. They're going to do the first rank, second rank.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you with lots of dice.
Lots of Lascans.
First rank, second rank, and that's the only order I've got to put out there.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with this mind-numbing task of rolling lots of 6s at you. So the punishes on 1 wound.
Yes.
So it's hitting you on 6s.
Yes. But it's got 40 shots.
It's true.
How many 6s can you roll in 40 dice?
Let's find out, shall we?
Indeed.
4 so far, I think. Yeah. So that's 4. This is into the Chimera. Second round. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8?
That's only 5 less when you were hitting on 5s.
So now I've got a wound you on 5s. Which gets me a whole 1. Oh, wow.
That's not enough to kill it, man.
It's not enough to kill it.
But I'm going to steal 2 of your epoxy
I
dice.
think you've still got 3s up.
And 6. That's how you roll a 6.
Damn you. Heavy bolters on it.
Okay.
Same target. 6s to hit. 2. 5s to wound again. That's
Double
2.
6.
-1 to your save, so 4 plus.
1 wound. He's down to his last wound.
Last.
What have you got else?
What have I got? I need to pop it first. Oh, I think I'm going to have to do this squad. They're going to fire all las guns at you. You being the Chimera. Flamer's out of range still. No, he's not. He would have been in. So Flamer and all las guns are going to fire at the Chimera. Just because it's ridiculous. But I'm going to open it with laser beams. And the crack is going to fire at your plasma tank.
Okay. Which one are you starting with first?
I'm going to do D6 flame hits on the back of that tank. 3. Strength 4, toughness 7, so 5's wound.
That's
2 wounds, no negative modifiers, only 3s.
It's dead.
Gotcha. Does it explode on a roll of a 6?
It does not. That would have been
So
bad for
your
you.
dudes are going to disembark.
I've got 5 guys in there. Do they have to take a...
5 guys?
Yeah.
Is that what you got? Is that the command squad?
Yeah.
Well, they suck. No, I don't think you do. It's only if it explodes. If it explodes, you take D3 mortal wounds, and if you can't,
Alright.
do stuff.
Pause here for a second. Still got the grenade launcher or whatever it was at my other tank.
Are we back in, are we?
Yeah. One guy died to the
One
explosion.
guy died. I keep forgetting about that.
And the tank is technically not there, but we like to keep
We
it
love
for
putting stuff on.
aesthetic value.
So that's it. The las guns are all wasted now. I
Yeah.
can't redirect them into that unit, unfortunately. But I've still got the rocket launcher, which is going to fire at your plasma tank. And he hits. Strength 8, toughness 8, 4's wounds. No.
Unlucky.
Boo. I'm going to move over to that unit in the woods.
Okay.
Right, declaring shots. The flamer's going to fire at these. And then the las guns. Oh god, I can proper break it down. So the flamer.
Well, shall we pause and give you a...
No, I'm just going to... Flamer's going to fire at that. Everything else is going to fire at that tank. Las guns. Ridiculous.
Alright.
Flamer does D6.
That's 1.
Strength
It's not
4.
even going to kill them.
Strength 4. That's a wound.
They're safe.
5's up.
Oh, that was almost going to come up as a 6.
Jesus. Right.
Does it kill both of them?
What, you take a wound, remember you're one, essentially
Yeah.
you're one bloke.
That's why I like keeping them 2s like a
A
second.
wound, yeah. Las guns will fire into the back of the Lehman Russ because they're idiots. I mean, who does that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
Hey man, war's all about psychology. Enough heat.
4. 6 is wound, yeah? No. And the rocket into it hits
That's a
you.
hit.
Wounds
That's a
you
wound.
-2.
Nope.
D6. Oh,
2 wounds.
you roll 4s, 5s, and 6s. I roll 1s, 2s, and 3s.
I'm okay
That's
with
on
that.
This one.
Oh, is it on that one?
Yeah. Okay then. Primary Psyker's last pistol into that lonely bloke.
And you missed.
Shoots himself in the foot. Great. Right, this up here. I think I'm going to do everything into that tank. Last cannon, 2 rocket pods.
Okay.
Not ideal, but hopefully I'll kill you via the medium of dice.
Doesn't seem like you like that tank.
No. Last cannon. Of course it misses. Rocket pods. D6 apiece.
That's 8.
8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Got to hit you first. Wow.
3
It's not
hits.
that good.
What strength is it?
Strength 5, so 5's the wound.
That's a wound.
Single wound. -1.
I saved it.
Of course you did. Nice one, Valk. Woo! Right, this unit up here, they're going to fire into your command squad.
Okay.
They got first rank, second rank from the dude. Rocket's going to go into that Lehman Russ.
Okay.
Flamer into them as well. So Flame first is doing
2.
woo 3's to wound you.
That's
2 wounds.
2.
Saves 5s.
That's 2 dead.
2 down.
There's 2 left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do it because I can't remember. 6. Rapid firing. And then they get an additional shot because of the first rank, second rank.
I'm gonna leave
Plus a las pistol.
I'm gonna leave the guy who's scratching his helmet off.
He's like, what's happening? Something hit me. So this is everything plus a las pistol. Missed. Not too bad. Considering.
There's a 4's to wound.
4's wound you. Pew, 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 pew. Failed. Ooh. Failed.
Right. This many.
For the win.
This many 5-ups? Nope,
Yes.
they're both dead.
Okay. Skaput.
My beautiful plasma gun squad didn't even get to fire a shot this game.
Take it. Yeah, for once. They're normally pretty damn good. The
Rocket
rocket
launcher.
at your tank.
Hits.
Mostly missed.
Hit.
Oh, it hits. 4's to window.
That's a miss.
Okay.
You should have had some command points left for those rerolls, man.
No, shut your face. They're dead, man. Get them out of my
Oh,
face.
yes.
Right. I feel like...
I get to spend power points to bring them back, right?
No. Unless you're Valhallan, which you're not. You're mostly Cadian, which is
I am.
kind of cool.
Is that it?
They've got special rules as well. Is it? Is it not? No. Got this tank.
Oh, yes.
That tank counts as 6 wounds, which is the second tier. I think it's going to fire. It does D3 wounds apiece. I'm going to put everything into your Chimera.
The one right in front of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't move this turn, so that's a good thing. So it's heavy bolters first of all.
Okie dokie.
On 5s to hit you because of its
Low ballistic skill.
it's pretty dinged up. That's really good.
That's pretty angry. Get him! Get him!
We can't miss at that range. Strength 5 to toughness 7 though, so it's 5s to wound.
Is that 2, 3?
That's 3 at a -1. So that's 3s becoming 4s. Oh!
Trip 5.
That's not fair. Right, then the big gun.
You should have loaded it with actual live ammo.
Yeah, perhaps I should have. Heavy D6, I'm doing 2 lots of shooting at you, so heavy 2D6.
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is it 5
to
again?
hit you again. Ugh.
Should have kept that other shooting for this run.
2.
What strength is this?
This is strength 6 versus toughness 7, so 5s to wound.
Nope.
Oh! Not a sausage. That squad over there, which came on sneakily, it's going to fire everything into your
He's referring to them.
your Sentinel squad.
Them.
What have they got? Grenade launcher, 6 dudes, right? 6 dudes. I'm pretty sure the lasgun gets to fire out the missile launcher, but as I say, I can't remember. So 6 lasguns and a las pistol, which will be in range. And if that's in range, perhaps I can do some rapid firing. 2 of them are in rapid fire range, so I'll roll an extra 2. 4's hit you. Wow.
Do you remember what the Armored Sentinel's armor value is?
I think your toughness 6.
So what do you need? 3, so you need
double.
5s?
Strength 3, toughness 6. It's double, so it would be 6s to wound.
Isn't it more than double for 6s?
No,
Oh.
it's double.
Oh,
Anyways, I don't think
missed.
wounded.
Well, 5 would have, wouldn't it, if you
I'll
didn't.
do the crack grenade from the launcher.
So hit.
2 hits. This is strength 6. Now I do actually have to find the stats. Armor Sentinels, toughness 6. So 4's to wound you. No, stop it. And the crack rocket missed. Because it's spoony. Wow, I'm just like making noises and firing.
Trying to scare me off the
stuff.
targets.
Well,
Right.
that's ridiculous.
I think imagine you got one thing left to do.
I am going to do an assault.
Who's there assaulting?
Uh,
This black tank over here?
yeah, might as well. Let's get it done. No, they're going to assault the Chimera.
Okay.
So it's 2d6.
Double
Now,
1.
they moved and they advanced. Normally you can't charge, but because they're Gene Stealers, they can.
Oh, they're really fast this
I'm
day.
in you.
In and all around.
I'm in you.
Right, we'll move them in a sec. Be back. Alright, so the Gene Stealers obviously charged in. I killed 3 of them on the way in.
Unreal.
Well, not bad. And as you can see, they got right up in their grill with their 12-inch charge. This one over here actually attacked the Sentinel, put 2 wounds on him. And I was hoping to kill at least 2 more on my attacks back, but I did nothing. He hit and failed to wound. That failed to hit at all. So there we go. Oh, and just to say, the Gene Stealers did 7 wounds on here, 2 on there. So that's that. Combat done. And end of turn 2.
End of turn 2.
My turn 3 coming up. The battlefield is like this. You got infantry squad over here, and then the Gene Stealers in the mess here. This very severely depleted tank over there, and then the Patriarch with 1 Penal Legion squad on the top there, I think.
Yep.
And then the rest are down there. My forces are ready to.
Still pretty well armoured.
Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, so this was my turn 3. What happened? Couple of mistakes and some interesting situations. Obviously, I was in combat with the Gene Stealers over here. I reversed my tank out of that combat. The Sentinel reversed out that way. Yes, reversing towards the objective. The 2 tanks over there moved forward, and everything else up here, infantry-wise, just slumbered up towards the rock. Psychic phase, I tried to cast Smite on there, failed to cast it. Then I did reroll 1s on them. They fired on the tank, hit, but John saved it, I think. And then my spanner phase finally arrived. This tank missed all its shots. Every single shot missed. That one, the last cannon failed to hit the Punisher tank, but the battle cannons put 5 wounds on the Penal Legion up at the top there.
Which surprisingly isn't that many.
No, because obviously it fired the battle cannon twice, and the heavy bolters also fired at them as well. And then they lost another guy to morale.
Yes, well, quite lucky then.
Yeah, over here.
You did absolutely murder them.
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of them, so I fired the flame tank and all my multi-lasers and everything I could at them. Took 8 of them down. 1 ran away from panic, so there's only 3 Gene Stealers left, which is pretty decent. And then, this is where the error came in. My flame tank was parked over here, and I thought, oh, I can get a few inches extra if I charge this infantry squad over here. As you can see, I made the charged in. The rocket launcher put 6 wounds on me on the stand and shoot, which was not funny. And then I did obviously nothing in combat, and John, out of his something like 12 attacks, hit like 11 times or whatever it was.
I did a lot, but I only wounded the once.
Yeah, which I saved. So that means he's now stuck in combat. And so it's John's turn. He's not likely to pull away from combat. So that means my flame tank is now stuck in combat with the Imperial Guard, which was a stupid error to make. Just for the extra 3 or 4 inches that I wanted to get closer to the table.
You know how to spend reversing.
Which is so stupid. That was a dumb move. I'm happy the Gene Stealers are taking a bit of a beating. They might still rip this tank because they'll get 12 attacks when they charge it. So I'm
assuming any of them make it in.
That's true.
Kill 3 on the first charge.
And I'm really gutted. Both my tanks messed up their attack on those 2 tanks. So those 2 tanks didn't take any damage this turn, which means I've still got to take the full weight of their shots. Anyway, that's my turn done. Not a lot. Oh, that rocket launch over there actually hit the Punisher tank as well, and John saved that one.
Yeah, I got real lucky.
So
I'm running out of troops though, man.
So am I. Although they're in the tanks.
No, they're all in tanks.
So that's my turn 3 done. Let's go to John's turn 3. Alright, so this is John's turn 3 after movement. Not a lot of movement. Those 3 Gene Stealers have moved to try and finish the job they started. The Major stood still over there. Those guys are all... in fact, you stood tall pretty much everywhere.
Pretty much. He moved forward, that's moved forward. Gene Stealers moved forward. Everything else...
stood still.
Oh, and this moved.
Oh, yes.
Which blends in with the table.
Yeah. He has had the psychic phase already. This may just cause spike. I've forgotten the word. Smite. Smite. All sorts of words stuck in my mouth there.
Too many.
And he success. I was 1 inch out of trying to dispel it, and he got 3 wounds. So dead sentinel. That one just fluffed his whatever he was going to do.
Yeah, he was going to do his like advanced smite, but didn't.
So now it's on to the shooting phase.
Oh, sorry.
No, you got one more.
Smite from him.
There's a 4 on this side.
Oh, it's 1 on this side, so no. Okay, I keep forgetting. Right, shoot phase. Let's start over here. Las cannon. Las cannon's going to go into the back of this one, I think.
Okay. This one's taken 5 wounds, that one's taken none.
Las cannon's going into that. Rocket pods are going into the...
So you got these 3 guys from a squad. You got the command squad, commander, and the psycho.
Oh my god. Why have you got so many units in one spot? The rocket pods are going to go into the remainder of the infantry unit.
Just wait. Alright, what are you beginning with?
Right, I'll start with the last cannon.
Okay.
That. All this for nothing. He missed once again.
Where's the rocket
6 rocket pods.
Into my
10.
10. So what does this actually
This
do?
is
It's
into
just
the
the
remainder.
Yeah. So you got 10 rockets.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, they're assault. We established that, didn't we? So that many strength, whatever it is, can't remember. It's not going to be 2s. Highly likely 3s.
So what are we talking about here? 5?
5 with a -1.
So that's 5s because I'm in cover?
Yes, majority.
So
sure.
5s normally, 4s, and then back up to 5s?
Yeah.
I got 1.
Dead. Yeah.
So the rest of my
Sort of
infantry
6, yeah, they're strength 5, so.
are dead.
Okay, so that's them done. And the Valkyrie done. Right, this squad still in ambush. Gonna have a crack rocket at the damaged Russ. And then the rest of the las guns. Oh no, he's still him there! Flamer at him. Plus 2 las guns. And 1, 2, 3. And then 3 las cannons at las cannons.
What is in that forest?
3 las guns at the remnants of your command squad.
Okay.
In range. So I'll start with that first. 3 las guns at the command squad.
That's 1 hit.
Single hit, which does wound, which is not saved. Take it.
I'm going to take the box.
The flamer onto this rocket dude. Oh, 1. 3's to wound. Wounds you. Standard save.
No, he's dead.
Mopping up. Rest of the things are wasted there. crack into the back of your plasma tank.
I got
Hits
it.
with a 5. It's wounding on a 4+, which it does. -2 to your save.
5+.
No,
Oh, should I
D6.
reroll this?
It's going to be 3.
No, I'll just take 3.
Ooh. That is that unit done. This unit here. Everything's going to have to fire into this tank.
Okay.
D6 from the flamer, 2. 4 toughness 8, so that's double 6's wound, no wounds. A whole bunch of las guns. Rapid fire range. So that's going to be 12 shots at least, plus a pistol. 4s. Fail, fail, fail. Ooh, fail. Wow, okay. Lovely, but 6's to wound. And then the 3's up save. I can see 1. Ooh, please get through.
Oh my... no.
Ping. And then the crack rocket hits you.
Oh, the rocket launchers in this game has been
Wounds
on
you,
fire.
surprisingly.
Oh, sakes.
Bounces off. Fair enough. Right, moving on. I think I'm going to have to do the Punisher at you. This
Right.
lots of dice,
Yeah.
but absolutely nothing.
We'll pause and let you know what happened. Right, so
5
that's
to 8, 5 to wound.
3 hits and all 3 wound as well. Can you believe it? You rolled,
No modifiers.
you rolled 2 6s in 40 dice, and then 3 dice. You rolled 2 more 6s. Dice is such a fickle mistress.
3's up saves.
Right.
Take it!
A wound.
Yeah! Just another, what? Another 11 turns of that and you'd be gone.
You got 3 heavy bolters on it.
I
isn't
do.
it?
Same again though, 6's to hit. Whoa, 3. 5's to wound. 1, -1 this time, so 4's up save.
Saved.
That one. Right, that is that. This one is going to be a rocket at your already damaged tank.
Okay.
How many has it got? 8. 9,
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, so it's only got 4 wounds left. I think I'm going to have a go at this one. Yeah. Assuming I hit.
You're going to regret that.
At that. Ah, he missed. And Mario's going to fire his auto gun at you.
Okay.
No. So that is that. This one here. I think it's going to pour its heavy bolters into the damaged one, and it's 2 shots into that.
Okay.
So heavy bolters first. It's quite damaged, but because it's Valhallan, it counts as the next bracket up. So he's hitting on 5s. Heavy bolters into the damaged 1.
I see 1.
5's the wound.
Nope.
Then 2d3. It's just where I'm confusing myself. .2d6 at you.
Alright, let's see what you get.
2d6 at the undamaged one.
That's 8.
8. Got to hit you though. 5s?
I see a 6 and a 5. That's 2 hits.
But then it's 5s again to wound you.
That's a wound.
It's 1 in.
Minus.
It is a negative of...
I rolled a 5.
You're fine. It's only -1. It's a complete lie. It's -2. 3s, 4s, 5s. You're still fine. Okay, that's all of that. They're in combat over there, so they can't do anything. Gene Stealers don't have guns, so it's the assault phase. They're going to stay in combat, obviously. Stealers are going to ridiculously go after your wounded Chimera.
Alright, I'll do my standard shoot. So,
Either way, it's 6s to hit.
multi-laser, all missed. Heavy bolter, 1 hit.
No!
Wounds.
Come on, dodge it. 5s. Yes!
That's a 6. And then
A
my...
ridiculous amount of las guns. Which
Yes.
is going to wipe them out. 3 to 6 becoming 12.
And I got 2,
I can
3,
see 3. Don't do it. 5's to wound.
1.
Dodge it.
Oh,
Yes.
come on.
And then they're going to move in a whole 8 inches. straight lines. There we go. Right, now this is going to sting a lot for me. This bad boy is going at this.
Okay. So, what is that? Las cannon on 6s? Nope. 2 heavy bolters on 6s? No. And this...
D6 battle cannon shots. 3.
666 coming up.
Oh, no!
Oh, there's 2! There's 2!
Shut up. Oh, don't do this to me. You are strength 8. This is like a slightly worse version of when your flame tank charged. Strength 8, I'm only going to be tough as 6, I think. So, 3s.
2 wounds.
Oh my god. This is not a good thing. I can tell thee that.
Maybe it's not a good idea that we should charge things. We're guard armies after all.
I've only got a 5s up inbound save.
So 2 5-ups.
Oh god. Come on.
You just wasted them on these gene stealers.
Oh no.
Is that 2d6 wounds?
It's not 2d6, it's 2d3 wounds.
Right. So that's 3 plus 1 is 4. How many wounds has he got?
6.
I'm going to re-roll this one. I'm going to spend a command point.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna re-roll
don't
this one.
do it.
Come on!
No!
Splattered!
He was going to eat your face.
And I'm going to give him a nice special wound marker.
Where's that massive giant thing?
There you go. He gets that one.
Nearly.
Alright.
Oh, he would have done so much damage.
No, we didn't.
Possibly.
That was a well spent. See, you should have kept a command point so you could do stuff like that as well.
I should have. Oh, I'm gutted about that.
Alright, onto the combat phase.
Yeah, combat.
Combat phase was pretty eventful. Those 3 guys charged in, put a wound on the tank. I did nothing in back. And then these guys over here put a wound on the tank, and I did a wound back as well. So I've got to do some morale tests, don't I?
Have you?
Yeah, because the command squad.
I don't think you can fail that, but yeah.
So, fair, boss.
That's all you got.
Yeah, because everything else was wiped out. Do you have to take a command test for this? Or is
Yeah.
it only on your turn?
D6.
7.
6 becomes 7, which is my leadership.
Actually, you can fail that, yeah. Alright, that's turn 3 done. And we're going into turn 4. Freaking stuck in combat. God damn it, what an idiot. And now I'm stuck in combat here as well. And just to remind you, the Patriarch got smooshed.
I can't believe that. I mean, it was a bit ridiculous trying to charge a frigging tank, but
If he got in, you might have caused some damage.
I would have.
Alright, let's go to my turn 4. Alright, my turn 4. And pretty interesting turn. I've backed out both of these out of combat to try and recoup my stupidity. This has moved up. Those guys moved up. Those 2 moved up. So this is where the bulk of my forces lie. Magic phase. Psychic phase. He did D3 mortal wounds on them and killed all 3 of them.
That's crazy.
Boom. Gene Stealer's done. Shooting phase. My plasma tank, even though it's hitting on 5s now, put 2 wounds with a plasma shot on that tank. And you can see it's destroyed. It wasn't by that tank. It was by a heavy bolter from this tank. Heavy bolter took out the last wound. Joyous occasion. This one fired a couple of its supplementary weapons at that tank and failed, but the heavy bolter did the job, took out the last wound. That tank dead too. And then I killed 2 guys on the top of that hill with battle cannons. Freaking battle cannons, not really that. It used to be so good with the template, just take out infantry.
I mean, they're a bit swingy.
But so basically, I killed the Gene Stealers, took out both the tanks. That's down to the rocket launcher left, and you've got basically this infantry squad here, the Magus over there, and then those 2 guys on the hill, and then these infantry all in those trees down there. So next turn, it's just freewheeling out here, except for these freaking dudes.
My turn 4.
All right, let's see what you do for your turn 4. All right, John's turn 4. His movement is pretty basic. Everything over here stood still. Everything on the hill stood still. Both infantry squads have moved forward. And the Valkyries just popped in a little bit at the back. psychic phase. You put 1 wound on there with...
man, I used Psychic Maelstrom. I thought in my mind it's going to be good. It's cast on 7+, 18-inch range. You get to choose D6 on the 2+. It takes a mortal wound. Then you get to roll again, 3+, then 4+, then 5+. And I thought I'm going to do that. That's all right. I rolled an 11, which would have been better to use Smite because it would have been D6 mortal wounds. Although you know it's a bit swingy.
Yeah.
And then he almost stopped it.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 and a 2 for my dispel. And then he said, "Are you going to use a command point to re-roll the 2?" And I went, "No, what's the point? I'm not going to roll in 1 and D6 chance to get a 6." So I rolled that, and lo and behold, I got a 6. But I didn't use the command point, so it was just a really funny moment. And then he got a wound through on a 2+, and then rolled a 1 for the next one.
Yeah. 2 followed by 2. What was the other psychic? Oh, Magus.
Yeah.
He did Smite.
Put 3 wounds on the... This he's got 1 wound left.
Up to the cuss.
So shooting phase now.
And starting over there with that unit. Now, I think everything else other than a rocket launcher is going to fire at the Hellhound. It'd be nice to take it out, but it's a slim shot. And the rocket's going to go into the side of this tank.
Okay.
I might as well start with that. Rocket at this, crack, missed.
Good stuff. That's a good start.
The crack grenade into the front of the doofer.
That's a hit.
Strength
Oh
6.
shit.
Strength 6 fires the wound.
No. Good.
And then the las guns. 6.
Is it rapid firing las guns?
Becoming 12. And a pistol.
I don't need it to die yet.
It would be
I want
really
to
nice if
burn his ass.
lots of skulls there. So a fair few hits, but I've still got a wound the damn thing.
Is it on 6s?
Double my strength. So yeah, 6s.
Any 6? 2.
3's up save.
Right, let's do this.
Come on.
First one.
Oh,
Save.
come on.
Second one. No!
Yes!
I'm going to have to use a command point already. So that's my command point for the turn. To re-roll that 2 because I need the flame tank to stay alive. Saved.
No! That's going to obliterate that unit.
Yes, that's why I was hoping. Because it doesn't roll to hit, so I don't care about ballistic skill.
What else have I got? Ooh, I'm going to do these next.
Okay. So the last cannon missed.
Las cannon missed on the 1. 2 rocket pods into its back. 2d6.
That's 8.
8 again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Got to hit you first. Only 3. Strength 5. Toughness 8, so it's 5 to wound.
That's a
Single
wound.
wound, negative 1.
I rolled a 4.
Fine. Okay, moving on. Las pistol from the Psycho. He hits you. 6 wounds. That's gone. No.
No, they're on the skull.
This unit here, firing everything into that. This is sort of last ditch. D6 from the flamer. That's 3. Just. Strength 4, toughness 8, so it's still double, still 6s.
That's
Single
1.
wound. No negative modifiers.
Saved.
Oh, hoping to plink you to death, but obviously not. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus a pistol. Las shots into the back of it. Hoping I hit your engine or something, you know.
Cause a nuclear reaction.
Yeah. That's not too bad. 6s again to wound though.
So 1.
Ugh, 1 wound.
That's a wound.
Ooh.
Which one are we talking about? This one.
This one. Then the crack rocket. It moved. Still hits you though. 4 to wound. Wounds. Negative 2. No. D6. 5 wounds into it.
Both my tanks are now an 8.
This unit gonna fire at it as well.
What was that? All just the 1 unit?
That was just from that.
Ugh.
D6 from the flamer. 2. 6 wounds. No. Las guns. Rapid firing. 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and a pistol. 4s. I thought that was a complete.
That doesn't happen
thought
to
they all
us.
hit,
It
you know.
doesn't happen to us.
6 wounds. 1.
Saved.
Fine. Then the again same thing. Crack rocket.
Oh, miss you, bitch.
Hits.
Oh, come on. This rocket launcher is
Still got a wound though. 4s.
Yeah.
Right, so that leaves me with a single rocket left up here.
On the hill.
What do I go for? I think I'm actually going to go for...
Which tank does he want to go after?
I think I need to kill one of the Rosses. I'm going to kill the...
The shit?
Yes, I'm going to kill... That's kind of pointless now. I'm going to kill this one.
Well, the one in the front is obviously closer to the board edge.
Yeah, but your movement is quite reduced.
Go
Crack
on
at
then.
that. Hits you. Oh, cocks it. Looked like it would have been a 6.
It is a 6.
Wound you, -2.
So 5 up. So through.
Woo! D6.
3.
8, 9, 10, 11. 1 wound left. Wow. I think that's all the firing I've got. Got a charge?
Go on then.
I'm going to regret this because you're essentially just going to shoot me anyways. It's on 6s to hit though. No, it's just automatic hits. Let's charge. Oh, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? They're going to charge the tank.
Alright, I guess I'll stand and shoot.
Oh, why am I doing this?
Well, I'm only hitting on 6s. And you only need 1 more wound to kill it. So, let's see. Stand and shoot. That's 1 hit from the heavy bolters.
Okay.
2s to wound, I think, or 3. So that's 1 wound.
3 to wound. -1, 6 saves. No, 1 down.
Last cannon missed. And then they have
D6.
battle cannons.
4.
4. All missed.
And they come at you for 7.
Alright, we'll come back to you after the combat phase. Alright, interesting. John's trying to hold me up. His tank charged in. I killed 1 on the stand and shoot. He did no wounds over there. I did no wounds in return, so I'm stuck in combat with 1 wound. But down here, which was the interesting one, he decided to charge. I killed 4 with my heavy flamer, and the Sarge made himself a hero.
I was not expecting to actually kill it. It was just to hold you up, so you had to retreat.
Yeah, and he got the last wound, plinked me down. I didn't explode, so he's got the tank. Bastard.
So
we...
Sean Bean. Bastard.
So there we go. That's turn 4 done. On to my turn 5. I need to start getting some units off the table here.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I've not got a lot left. So.
You're holding me up, and being annoying like some sort of fly in the Sahara.
Oh, you know it.
Alright, my turn 5. And slow and steady wins the race. That's what I'm going with. So these guys moved up. This Chimera pushed up right over the side here. And this one stayed where it is because it can't really move very far. I should have probably jumped the veterans out, mind you, now that I think about it. But it's good. That tank moved up, and this tank got out of combat. So I tried to plink everything out to death. My first port of call was my Psyker cast Smite onto his Psyker, rolled double 6. I took 2 wounds for my trouble, but I caused 1 wound on him, and then I re-rolled it with my command point, getting 4, killing him outright. And then this Chimera poured all its fire into these 5 chaps, took them out. So that's all forces on this side of the board taken out. Then I started thinking about this side of the board. I fired that tank, multi-melters and las cannon into that heavy missile squad. Hit with the multi-melter, and John said, I hope you roll a 1 to wound, and that's exactly what I got.
I got lucky.
Yeah. So they survived. Over here, I put 4 wounds on this infantry squad from various points of fire. You want to roll their morale, John?
Yes, D6 plus 4. Oh,
10.
7, 8, 9, 10. That's 3 wounds. It's going to have to be them 3.
Well, that was a bit of luck from my side. So just the missile launcher left there, missile launcher left on the hill, and then the infantry squad and...
Not got a lot left.
But this is your turn 5 coming up. So basically, just to sum up, my turn, I've got quite a lot of... I've still got a full veteran squad and a full stormtrooper squad
yeah.
in both these rhinos. Yeah, chimeras rather. So I've not really used them. I've not really used that very well, but my theory was, and I'll probably talk about this at the end of the game, was to get the chimera off the board with them in it. That's, halfway to my 25 points that I needed to win. I kind of figured that, but John's held me up really well. Alright, let's see what he does. Alright, you can imagine John's turn 5 wasn't very long.
Pretty quick. It's
yeah.
not over yet, though.
No, his stuff is daisy chained forward, cast Smite on my tank, and failed to cast it. Now it's onto his shooting phase.
Oh, God.
Oh,
okay.
and the Valkyrie's moved over here.
Yes.
So where are you starting, man?
We'll start with this unit here.
Okay.
Crack's going... Oh, God. No, I almost feel like I should put the crack somewhere else.
Well, everything is...
Crack's going to go into the back of that. The rest of the squad's going into that one.
Okay.
D6 from the Flamer. 1. Does it wound? No. 2, 4, 6, 8... 10.
Who's going to be the hero?
10 lasgun shots. Oh. Come on. Helps if you hit. So that's 4. 6 to wound. Gets me 1, 2.
Oh! Yes! I'm going to use my last reroll.
Oh, you suck.
There we go.
Las pistol from the Psyker into the back.
Oh, you kidding me?
Missed. He's absolutely useless. Right, the crack is going into the back of that one.
No, it's not.
Scheiße.
How about the next crack?
I run out of stuff. Crack into that one.
Okay. That's a
Hits.
hit. Oh my god. Rocket launcher's on fire. No, it's not.
Wound. This one. This one into the front one.
Okay. That's a miss.
Point blank. They're too busy dancing out the way of your
shells incoming.
That's like it. That's all
you got your Valkyrie.
Oh yes. Las cannon will fire at the lead Russ, and then I'm going to have rocket pods. I'm going to have one rocket. No, I need to do both. Both rocket pods at the Chimera.
Okay, so the last cannon are there, right?
Last cannon, yeah. Oh my god, it actually hit. Strength 9, 3s, wounds,
wound.
-3 to your save. 6 is saves.
No, that's a bollocks.
D6.
1.
Oh, that sucks.
It's up to 9. My stuff is so severely wounded.
Right, then 2d6 shots assault into your Chimera thing.
That's 7.
7. 6, 7. Got to hit you first. 4 of them. 5's to wound. -1.
That's 1.
Single. -1.
It's failed.
One.
Look at this, man. This Chimera's got 2 wounds left. He's got 2 wounds left. He's got 1.
He's got 3
3
left.
wounds, yeah.
He's got
1. Because there's a...
Oh yeah, he's on 11.
Yeah.
That is all I have. I think I'm going to... You're going to fucking love this. I'm going to charge this into that tank.
Oh, really? Okay. Alright, combat phase has passed. Interesting. I did not kill him on the stand and shoot, and there was handbags at 6 paces over there. Nothing happened. Then this over here, the missile launcher charged first. I killed it in stand and shoot. Then obviously the next one charged in without any repercussions.
Massive 11-inch charge.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Tank.
Nothing, just banging on this. Let me in, let me in. So that was basically it. The net result of that is I'm stuck in combat with those 2 morons. So
that's assuming there's another turn.
Yeah. So do you want to roll?
You have to roll, and so you had the first turn. So on a 3+, there is a turn 6.
4.
There is a turn 6.
All right. So on to my turn 6. All right. So my turn 6. Just gonna rush through this as I'm running out of space. I actually jumped out my veterans this turn. I've been keeping them in there because I didn't want them to get picked off by rocket pods and whatnot. But there was not that much left, so I've taken the opportunity. First things first, this Chimera with the Stormtroopers has gone off the board, so I've scored them, no problem. Then over here, these guys parachuted out of their Chimera onto that rock face over there. The Psyche has moved up there. This is all here. So everything over here fired on what was around here. I caused a wound with the Psyche. Oh no, I think you dispelled my Psyche thing. Well, I can't remember. No, yeah.
I can't even remember.
You rolled double 1.
You annihilated this unit.
That's
there was
right.
A unit here. Everything exploded it.
I also fired my 3 melter guns at the Valkyrie and caused 3 wounds on it. 4 wounds. 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
I rolled a 4 and then a 1 and another and then
a double 1.
1, yeah. So 3 1s and a 4 on my wounding rolls, which was quite annoying. Those 2 backed out of combat, so they did nothing. They just hanged out tight there. So basically, at the end of my turn, John's got that Psych-Elect over there, this Missile Squad over there, Papa John over there, and this Valkyrie over here.
You ready? I'm going to do my turn like
Right.
seconds.
Go for it.
Movement. He's moved to there.
Okay.
He's going to look at you.
Yep.
He's going to move up.
Yep.
Alright, there we go. That's going to stay there.
Okay.
Psychic phase. I'm going to smite the closest visible thing, which is that tank. Do I
Yep.
cast it? I do on 9.
I will try and dispel it on less than
Failed.
9,
I do D3.
which is enough. Anything.
1.
Yep.
Does it explode?
It does
No.
not.
Unit destroyed. That's the psychic phase. Shooting phase. Right. Ooh. What shall I do? Las pistol from here into your into your squad. Missed. Crack into the side of the tank. Missed.
Valkyrie.
He's just crying. Right. Las cannon into the tank. Rocket pods into the squad.
Okay.
Las cannon.
Missed.
2d6 shots into the.
6.
Got to hit you first. Oh wow, and that's horrible. No, 2.
2.
Strength 5.
So 1 wound.
No.
No. Wow, that was effective, man. But you did get another tank dead.
I did. Assault phase.
Go on then.
No, I'm not even going to bother. It's fine. Okay, so that's the end of that. Is there another turn?
Right. Was
On a
it
4+ now.
2?
No, that's it.
That's
Game.
it. There we go. And what's happened? How many points have I got off? Is it 11?
You have a grand total of about 11 points.
Which is not enough for victory, I don't think.
25 was for victory.
Yeah.
What held you up?
You did. I'm not sure you can call this a morale victory though, but then you are chaos, so
No, I'm not. Gene stealers.
same thing.
So I held you up.
Yeah.
Your little dudes.
I
What
still
am I trying
have
to say?
quite a lot left on the
You've
board.
got loads left on the
Okay,
board.
well, I mean, if you count those that I got off the board, there's 11 there. I've got, what is this, 4? Veterans of 4, I think.
And they're a 5-point unit as well.
Yeah, so that's 16,
That's 2 points.
22, 24,
He's 2 points.
26,
They're
28.
2 points.
This is 10,
That's
I think.
10 points.
38,
That's
42.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's dead. That's dead. You just took off the flames.
Oh yeah, I did. Look, you got another one.
So I got about 40 points still left on the board. In fact, the only thing you killed was my 2 infantry squads and my command squad
That's all I did.
with the 2 tanks
And
over
then
there.
ship away.
But what you did was play to the scenario, which was hold me up.
Stop you from escaping.
That's right, and you did.
So I did that.
If we had one more turn, I'm not sure it would have made that much of a difference.
No, you see, I don't know. I don't know if maybe you focused a lot on just clearing me out, just decimating my units.
Because if the next turn, if I had another go, what would have happened was this tank would have moved probably forward. I would have taken out the Psyker and their last missile squad, maybe do some more damage to this.
I don't think you had actually had enough turns to win the game. If you'd have got that turn just now,
Yeah.
turn 7, that is the final turn. It ends at the end of that. This is so damaged it's moving 4 inches.
Yeah. But that was my own, I didn't push forward. I was strolling forward with my tanks. Every turn, 4 inches, firing a couple more
I
shots.
think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that if you don't move your full distance, you get to fire your main weapon twice.
The problem I was thinking was, like, I didn't want the Gene Stealers just to rip through all my vehicles while I'm ignoring them and trying to belt it through.
Exactly.
Because you could split your attacks amongst all my blocked up vehicles.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was thinking, because I had all my units still in the vehicles doing nothing, just firing las guns out of these little port array things. And I was thinking, like I did with the Stormtroopers, that's 11 points just from that one vehicle getting off.
Yeah.
If this one had gotten off, that would have been another 11 points. That's 22 just from those 2 vehicles.
Oh yeah.
See,
Jeez.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, just as getting those 2 Rook Chimeras off, that's 22 points.
Pop a character out.
Yeah.
Or 2.
And these 2, I forgot to run them every turn.
Yeah.
Not that it would make, but they're pretty close. They could have maybe made it if I'd rolled another 10, 15 inches on dice.
Possible.
But no, that was a pretty fun game. I mean, it was interesting.
We will be proverbial noobs at 40k, and we always will be, no matter how many times we play it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's most probably a million rules that we've forgotten, but I had fun, and that was good.
Well, it was a chance to roll some dice, play with our 40k stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're a big fan of 40k, obviously.
I love 40k, yeah.
And I enjoy 40k, especially in a narrative field like this. That had at a interesting scenario, getting out of the.
Well, we can link this on now as well.
That's true.
We've
Yeah.
done the ambush.
So now,
Do something else.
now we see where it leads on to where I've escaped to.
Yeah.
Although I didn't technically escape, so maybe
Oh,
I have to
really?
fall back to the.
Just go home and
yeah,
have tea, you know.
that freaking psycho and that missile squad scared the shit out of me. I'm going back to the fortress.
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. I
Hope
hope.
viewers enjoy it.
Yeah. Obviously, leave comments below for where you want me to film the games. At the moment, I'm sort of haphazardly just filming, turns and talking about what's happening. As it's a little more difficult to film the whole game because it'll take about 2 hours,
God,
especially at the pace we play.
Well, yeah.
The game would be like a 4-hour marathon. I mean, it's only like when we started this was this morning. It's now nighttime.
It's not that bad. It's taken us a good few hours to do, but that's constantly because, as I say, we are noobs.
Yeah, we look up rules
Always.
and talking shit, making coffee, that sort of thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Cheerio.
Thanks, John.
Bye.